Hello everyone, this is Dhruvo Sinha. My dear students, today I am going to continue my previous class, class 10 chemistry, the first chapter, the chemical reactions. Already first lecture already done. This is the second part 2. I am going to continue the previous class. My dear students, in previous class I have discussed how to write a correct chemical equation. How to write a chemical equation of a particular chemical reactions. Okay, look at the board. This is the chemical reaction. Aqueous solution of sodium carbonate and barium chloride, both are aqueous solutions, reacts to give white precipitate of barium carbonate and sodium chloride solution. So this statement indicates that this is a chemical reactions, that is a chemical change. Okay, already I have discussed in previous class, my dear students, that a chemical reactions can be written in chemical equation form, short method of representation of a chemical reaction is called chemical equation. So today I am going to discuss how to write a correct chemical equation, that is most informative chemical equations. That equation would reflect details about that particular chemical reactions. So look at this. This is the chemical reaction. So first of all, what to do? Word equation. Means in words, we have to mention which are the reactants and which are the products in this reaction. Look at this. There the reactants are sodium carbonate and barium chloride. Sodium carbonate aqueous solutions, means sodium carbonate dissolved in water to make an aqueous solution. Barium chloride aqueous solutions, another aqueous solutions. When mixed together, they react to produce new substances, barium carbonate. Look at this, student. Solid. S means solid, means insoluble solid is formed. Thereby sodium chloride aqua. This is soluble aqueous solution, but this is insoluble. That's why solid S is mentioned here. This indicates this product is water insoluble. So this is called word equation, my dear students. Okay. So this word equation, now we are going to write the skeleton equation, that is the reactants and products to be written in terms of their formula, molecules. Look at this. Sodium carbonate, you know from class 9 onwards that sodium carbonate is, the formula of sodium carbonate is Na2CO3. Sodium carbonate, this is aqueous solution, means water soluble solution, plus barium chloride. The formula of barium chloride, the molecule of barium chloride is BaCl2. This is also in aqueous medium, that is water soluble. AQ means aqueous solution, water soluble solution. To produce barium carbonate, the formula of barium carbonate is BaCO3. This is solid, means insoluble, not aqueous solution, my dear students. So this is solid. So this is water insoluble, that is we have to write what? A downward arrow here, means this is water insoluble solid substance have to be settled down. This is called precipitate. My dear student, mind it, note down, this is called precipitate. So downward arrow to be written for insoluble product, if any. So precipitate is formed, plus sodium chloride, you know, table salt, NaCl, it is water, aqueous solution, water soluble. We know sodium chloride, common salt, table salt, every day we are eating, this is water soluble, that's why aqueous solution. So my dear students, this is what? Skeleton equation. Why? The equation is not balanced. Already I have mentioned in previous class that every chemical equation must be balanced according to law of conservation of mass, must neither be created nor be destroyed. That is why masses of the reactants must be equal to masses of the products. That is why number of atoms of reactants must be equal to number of atoms of products. That is called balanced chemical equation. But here the atoms number are not equal, so this is non-balanced equation, that is skeletal equation. Mind it, my dear students. And this is insoluble precipitate, white color precipitate. We have to write down white. White PPT indicate white precipitate. Insoluble, that is not soluble in water. Okay, my dear students. So this is the skeleton equation. So look at this. This equation is balanced or not? Let's count the number of atoms. Okay, let's go. Sodium 2 atoms, sodium 1 atom. So what to do? Put coefficient. So twice sodium atom. Atom number of sodiums now equal. Mind it. Carbon 1. Okay. Let's see. Oxygen 3. Okay, correct. Barium 1 atom. Chlorine 2 atoms. Coefficient 2. So this is balanced equation. My dear students, already done. Just coefficient 2 is put it here. Now the number of atoms of both sides are equal. Number of atoms are equal means their mass is equal. Means law of conservation of mass is valid now. Okay, my dear students. So this is called a balanced chemical equation. So balanced equation, skeleton equation. Now I am rubbing this one skeleton equation now because this already balanced equation. Okay, this is the balanced equation. So this equation clearly indicates that sodium carbonate is water soluble aqua, barium chloride water soluble aqua, mixed together, no any condition, no heating, no pressure, other factors are not necessary here. That's why if this reaction is influenced by any temperature or any pressure, we have to mention the temperature, pressure, catalyst either above the arrow or below the arrow. You can write if any catalyst or any temperature or pressure is what influencing the reaction, we have to write the conditions here at above or below the arrow sign. Okay, my dear students. And barium carbonate solid, insoluble, downward arrow, white precipitate, it is aqueous solution. So this equation is correct chemical equation because this equation reflects all the informations related to that particular chemical reactions. Okay, my dear students, in this way we can write a correct chemical equation. This is the what? Basic thing of chemistry. Okay, my dear students. So this equation now I will demonstrate this equation. Whatever we have done, I will demonstrate now this equation now. Just look at this. Look at this, my dear students. Sodium carbonate aqueous solution, water soluble solution. I have prepared already two solutions, two test tube. This is the aqueous solution of sodium carbonate. Yes, sodium carbonate, aqueous solution, water soluble. Look at this, clear solution, water soluble. This is barium chloride aqueous solution. Look at this, clear solution. When they mix together, what will happen? They reacts, two reactants. This will be reacts together. Okay. Then thereby new substance barium carbonate, that is insoluble solid, white color precipitate will be formed here. White, visible to the naked eye. Insoluble precipitate plus sodium chloride aqueous solution will be there. Look at this. Okay, my dear student, look at this. Two reactants, two aqueous solutions. Now I am mixing together. Look at this. Nicely done. White color precipitate. Look at this, my dear student. This is white color precipitate. That is barium carbonate solid white precipitate product. Insoluble in water. That's why white color precipitate. PPT. And still sodium chloride also there. Aqueous solution. These are the products, my dear students. So in this way, a chemical reaction can be written in terms of word equation, in terms of skeleton equation, and thereby balanced equation, and mentioning all the physical state, aqua, solid, liquid state, or precipitate, if any, or temperature, pressure, any factor is influencing the reaction. Whenever we are representing all the informations of that reaction, that equation is called correct chemical equation, my dear students. So for chemistry journey, you have to able to write a correct chemical equation in chemistry journey, mind it. So this is very fundamental basic thing of chemistry. Okay, students, done. So this is the I have discussed today, my dear students, how to write a correct chemical equation. This is over now. So let's proceed another topic that there are various types of chemical reactions in your syllabus. There are various types of chemical reactions. We'll discuss one by one. Write down. My dear student, write down. There are various types of chemical reactions. Write down. Various types of chemical reactions. My dear students, you have to write down. In your syllabus, there are 5 or 6 types of chemical reactions. We'll discuss one by one. But actually there are a lot of chemical reactions. But in your syllabus, only 5 different types of chemical reactions are there. So write down one by one. I'll discuss one by one. Number 1, combination reaction or direct combination reaction. Okay, combination reactions. combination reaction. Okay, one by one I am discussing. This is the first type of chemical reaction. There are 5 different types of chemical reaction in your syllabus. So first one is what? Combination reactions, or sometimes it is called direct combination reactions. What is combination reactions, my dear students? So definition I am not writing here. You can follow your book. I will just explain. Combination reaction means what? When 2 or more reactants reacting together to produce a single product. Means 2 or more reactant combined. Combination means combined to produce single product. Right side, only single product. That is the combination reactions. Generally we can write that A plus B or more reactants producing a single product. See, that type of reaction is combination reactions, my dear students. Okay, one example I am giving. Let magnesium ribbon, magnesium molecule bonds in air. In air, oxygen is the reactive component. Air molecule, oxygen molecule, to produce new substance, magnesium oxide. This is not the correct chemical equation. Already I have discussed today that magnesium in solid form, oxygen, you know, in air oxygen is available gaseous state, magnesium oxide solid form. Still this is not the correct chemical equation, my dear students. Why? It is not balanced. Number of atoms are not equal. What to do? Magnesium 1, magnesium 1. Oxygen 2, oxygen 1. Coefficient to be put at here. Okay, my dear student, but sometimes students are doing the mistake that 2 oxygen atom, they are writing 2 oxygen atom. No, never. You can't change the formula of magnesium oxide. Mind it. Formula of a substance is fixed. To balance the number of atom, you can put coefficient, but you can't change the formula of the molecule. Mind it. Maximum students are what? Confused about it. Okay, formula of each substance reactants or products. Formula denote one molecule. This formula is fixed. You can't change the formula of the any substance. You can put coefficient, means number of molecules will be increased by putting the coefficients. Okay, so 2 atom oxygen, you can't put 2 here because then formula will be changed. That is not magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide, the formula is MgO. This formula is fixed formula. You can't change the formula. To balance the oxygen atom, you can put coefficient 2. 2 MgO means MgO 2 molecules. Means 2 magnesium, 2 oxygen. 2 oxygen. 2 magnesium, so 2 magnesium. So 2 magnesium, 2 magnesium, 2 oxygen, 2 oxygen. Now balanced. So formula cannot be changed. You can put coefficient to balance the equation. Okay, my dear students? So this is the correct chemical equation. And this is the direct combination reaction. Why? 2 substance, 2 reactant, magnesium oxygen reacts to give single product, magnesium oxide. This is the direct combination reaction. So definition is available in your book. Okay, just I have explained and one example is given. Okay, what is the definition? Once again I am repeating. 2 or more reactants reacts to produce single product. That is the direct combination reaction, my dear students. Lot of examples are there. Carbon bonds in air to produce carbon dioxide. That is also combination reactions. Lot of examples are there in your books. Okay, I am wrapping it. Second type of chemical reaction I am going to discuss, my dear students. Number 2 is decomposition reaction. Write down. Decomposition reactions. My dear students, decomposition reaction. Very interesting. Decomposition reaction, it is reverse of combination reactions. My dear students, look at this. This is the reverse of combination reaction. What do you mean? Reverse means opposite to combination reactions. In combination, 2 or more reactant giving single product. It's reverse. That is, one reactant decomposes to give 2 or more products. Generally, let A single reactant decomposing to give B plus C. Means single reactant decomposing to produce 2 or more products. That is the decomposition reaction. That is the reverse of combination reactions. Mind it. So combination and decomposition are the reverse to each other. Okay, one example, my dear students. Let calcium carbonate, limestone, when heated, decomposes, breaking down to produce calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide gas. So one reactant on heating, this symbol is heating, decomposes to give two products. So this is the decomposition reaction, that is the reverse of combination reactions. So this is it correct equation? Let's check. First of all, what to do? Physical states. Calcium carbonate limestone, solid state. Okay. Calcium oxide quicklime, solid state. Carbon dioxide product, gaseous state. So if any gaseous product is produced in the reaction, we have to write a upward arrow. This indicates that this gaseous product will be given out to the surroundings. After the reaction, it will escape out. So upward arrow to be written. This is the symbol to write a correct chemical equation. So what to do now? Balancing. Let's check. Calcium 1, carbon 1, oxygen 3 atom, oxygen in this molecule 2 atom, in this molecule 1 atom. So total 3. So all are balanced. Already it is balanced equation, my dear students. So this is the correct chemical equations. So definition is what? When a single reactant react, decomposing, producing to two or more different products, that is the decomposition reactions. My dear students, decomposition reactions are of three types. Decomposition reaction, write down, I am rubbing this. Decomposition reaction are of three types. Thermal decomposition reaction, electrolytic decomposition reaction, another one is photochemical decomposition reaction, based on the condition necessary for the decomposition reaction. If the decomposition reaction is done by heating, thermal means on heating, decomposition occurs, that is a thermal decomposition reaction. If the decomposition occurs by passing electricity in electrolytic cell, if the reaction decomposition reaction by passing electricity, that is the electrolytic decomposition reaction, my dear students. And photochemical means in presence of photon, sunlight, if the decomposition occurs, that is photochemical decomposition reactions. Example, I am giving 3 examples for each. Look at this. Thermal decomposition already given just now. Calcium carbonate on heating. Heating means thermally done. Decomposes to give calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. This is thermal decomposition reaction. Okay? Write down. I am writing this. Thermal is over. Okay. Next, electrolytic decomposition by passing electricity. Look at this. Water, liquid water in acid medium, H plus in acid medium, on passing electricity, that is electrolysis. Electrolysis means passing electricity to the acidified aqueous solution of water, cathode, anode, 2 electrodes are dipped there. Okay, then passing electricity, hydrogen produced at cathode, oxygen gas produced at anode. You know electrolysis in lower class. So what are the products? Hydrogen gas at cathode plus oxygen gas at anode. So water in acidified medium decomposes by passing electricity on electrolysis. They decompose to give hydrogen at cathode, oxygen at anode. So this decomposition is done by passing electricity. So this is the electrolytic decomposition reaction, my dear students. So this is not balanced. You can balance it. This is the heat and trial method already discussed today on previous class. So I am not discussing how to balance, how I am balancing the equation. Already I have discussed in previous class. Heat and trial method. Just by counting the atoms on the left and right hand side, putting coefficient without changing the formula of the molecules, reactants or product, just by putting coefficient, counting it both sides, we can balance the atoms, number of atoms to both sides. That is the heat and trial method of a balancing chemical equation, my dear students. So this is electrolytic decomposition, second type. And this is thermal decomposition, thermally done, heating done. Last one, photochemical decomposition, my dear students. Photochemical means decomposition reaction occur in presence of sunlight. Let silver salt, silver chloride in presence of sunlight, the photon particle is there, sunlight, sunlight is there, means photon particle is there. In presence of sunlight, silver salt decomposes to give silver metal and chlorine gas. Silver metal and chlorine gas. Silver chloride solid. In presence of sunlight, balancing, what to do? 2 chlorine, so putting coefficient 2. 2 silver, 2 silver. So silver chloride solid state, in presence of sunlight, photon particle is available in sunlight, then decomposes to give silver metal, chlorine gas. So decomposition occurs in presence of sunlight. So this is the example of photochemical decomposition reaction. And this is the example of electrolytic decomposition reaction. And this is the thermal decomposition reaction. My dear students, I hope you understand about decomposition reactions and various types. Okay, my dear students, second type of chemical reaction is over. I hope you all understand about decomposition and combination reaction, which are reverse to each other, my dear students. Number 3, third type of chemical reaction included in your syllabus is displacement reaction. My dear students, displacement reactions. What is displacement reaction? Displacement reaction means whenever an active metal, an active element reacts with another substance, that substance containing a less reactive element, so then reactive element displaces the less reactive element from another substance to produce the products. Means displacement reaction occurs. Generally I am showing here, look at the board. Let A plus BC react to give AC plus B. So what is happening there, my dear students? A plus BC producing AC plus B. That is, from BC, B element is displaced. Who displaces B? A displaces B from BC. That is, A is more reactive than B. That is why A is more reactive than B. That's why A can displace B from BC compound to produce AC, and B is displaced. This kind of reaction is displacement reaction. So to understand the displacement reaction, my dear student, you have to know the reactivity of elements. There is a reactivity series of some important elements in your syllabus, some reactivity, write down the reactivity series. I hope you know in lower class there is a reactivity series of metal like potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold, platinum. Okay, so down the group, reactivity decreases. Reactivity, what? Decreases. Reactivity decreases down the group. Means the element at the top is more reactive than any element at bottom. So this is for your better understanding. It is included in your syllabus. There is a reactivity series of elements. Generally, in periodic table, metals are more reactive. Electropositive metal. Out of the metal, this left hand side, these two groups, alkali metal and alkaline earth metal, S block element, these metals are reactive. But other metals here, whatever available here, these are less reactive than S block metal. So this metal will displace those other metal from their compound. This is the displacement reaction. Just for your understanding, I have explained. Okay, my dear students. So now look at this activity series. Let example magnesium and copper. Magnesium is the more reactive at the top of the series, copper at bottom of the series, less reactive. So let A is the magnesium. Look at this. Magnesium reacts with what? A compound of copper. Copper is less reactive element. So a compound of copper, let copper sulfate. Let copper sulfate react to give. As the magnesium is above the activity series and copper is below the activity series, so magnesium is reactive than copper. So magnesium can displace copper from copper sulfate. So what is the product? Copper will be displaced. So magnesium sulfate will be formed. Magnesium sulfate is formed plus copper is displaced. This is the displacement reaction, my dear student. Magnesium displaces copper from copper sulfate to give magnesium sulfate and copper, because magnesium is above the activity series, copper is below the activity series. That is, magnesium is more reactive than copper. So in this series, any element at the top can displace any element at the bottom from its compound. This is the general information for displacement reaction, my dear students. So to write the correct chemical equation, what to do? Magnesium in solid form, copper sulfate in aqueous solution, water soluble, to give magnesium sulfate aqueous solution plus copper solid. To write the correct chemical equation, my dear students. Okay, so this is the balance equation. Let's see. Magnesium 1, SO4 as a whole, SO4. Copper 1, already balanced equation. So this is the displacement reaction, my dear students. I hope you understand this third type of chemical reaction, displacement reaction. I am writing this. Okay, so displacement reaction is over. Fourth reaction is double displacement reaction. Write down. Double displacement reaction, my dear students. Double displacement reaction means, like the general form is AB plus CD producing AD plus BC. Means, let in AB compound A is a cation, B is anion. In CD compound C cation, D anion. Then their ion will be exchanged, A and D, AD. And cation of this compound is C, anion of this compound B, so CB. This will be CB actually. Okay, so generally ionic solids in aqueous solution, then their ions will be exchanged to each other, then they will produce what? This type of product, that is the exchange of ions, cations and anions. This is called double displacement reaction, my dear student. That reaction, whatever I have shown, that barium chloride and sodium carbonate mixed together to form barium carbonate, white precipitate. So that is the double displacement reaction. So it is the sodium carbonate, already I have discussed, explained already. This is the barium chloride to give barium carbonate plus sodium chloride. Balancing already done twice. This is the solid precipitate, white precipitate. Already I have explained, I have demonstrated it. So this is the cation of Na plus, anion Cl minus, NaCl. Cation of BaC, barium 2 plus, anion CO3 2 minus, BaCO3. So their ions are exchanging to each other. Double displacement occur to give this product. So this is the double displacement reaction, my dear students. So there are 4 different types of chemical reaction I have discussed today. Total 5 chemical reactions are there. More chemical reactions I will discuss in next class. So today what I have discussed? Combination reaction, displacement reaction, decomposition reactions, double displacement reactions. So 4 different types of chemical reactions included in your syllabus already I have discussed today. In next class I will discuss more reactions, 2 reactions I will discuss. Okay, so revise this, whatever I have discussed today in your NCERT book, whatever the problems are there, word equation, skeleton equation and balanced equation, do it, revise it again and again. Okay, some home text for you, my dear students. Home text, do revision from NCERT. In NCERT textbook, lot of problems are there, word equation, balanced skeleton equation. Okay, you have to practice those reactions in NCERT. In text or exercise questions are there from NCERT. Today you have to do whatever I have discussed today. Okay, more reactions to be written. Combination reaction, let 5 combination reaction you have to write. Displacement, 5 displacement reactions. In this way you have to practice from NCERT book. Okay, so today I conclude here. In next class I will discuss whatever the remaining in this chapter. That's all. Thank you.